friends, the sun moves into Pisces today, February 18th at 4:02 a.m. Pacific time. And here we are in Pisces world, right? And you know, when I come to the beach, what I do is I stand at the water's edge, and I see a lot of people doing this, right? But I stand at the water's edge, and my breathing immediately changes because of the waves. And I feel a little vaster immediately, a little larger immediately, and I have a little more perspective about my life. You know, my family always teases me that I'm like a cat and I don't like to go near the water. And I think that's probably sometimes true because the water is so powerful and so it brings up the tides in us, it brings up the feeling in us, and it brings up the willingness to live in that feeling territory, which for some, maybe some of you can relate, who like their lives certainly structured and just so, the water comes in and washes that away. And so it takes a while when you're in the month of Pisces, when you're in the sign of Pisces, to surrender and to let go and to start living life in tune with the way that the waves come in and the waves go out. And you know, Pisces is a sign of incredible compassion. And I think when you're standing by the water, what happens is that there's first a huge wave of compassion that comes in for oneself. And sometimes that brings in a lot of sorrow. Sometimes that brings in like a perspective or a synthesis of your life where you're like looking at where you are right now. But you can't help but feel this current move through you. But then in Pisces, there's also the opportunity to let go. Pluto rules Pisces at the esoteric level, so to let go of what does not serve you, to let go of any sense of overwhelm or hopelessness or despair, and to bring in a little bit of the will. You know, it's interesting when my little boy came to the water, he's such a mama's boy, but when he came to the water, he grabbed his daddy's hand. He's like, I want daddy's hand. Because of course that's the masculine in the face of such a feminine power. And he wanted that structure, and we all need that structure or we drown. We all need that, like, okay, I'm standing up, I'm breathing, I have some structure. So, you know, Pisces is a month when it's easy to get daydreamy or to get emotional or to get overwhelmed. And it's important that you allow the feeling of the ocean to come through you and to allow the poetry and allow the music of the waters in you. But it's also a time when you can finish a cycle and say, it's enough, you know, it's enough, and I am ready to begin afresh. So it's a very delicate balance, and we need both the masculine and the feminine. And it's so interesting today as we enter, the moon is in Gemini, conjunct Jupiter, so all this concrete mind and all these facts, and then it's square all this Pisces. So we're being asked to marry all the concrete facts and the mental, you know, the concrete mind with this wave and sea of intuition. And we can do it because they both serve one another. So are you too far in the concrete mind? Are you too far in the myriad of facts? Are you too lost in a sea of dreams? Like, how can we marry these? And how can we take our next concrete steps full of intuition, full of feeling, full of the dream? So that's our opportunity. So I'm going to go and stand by the water and breathe a little more and hopefully get ready for this next month. So have a beautiful month of Pisces.